So this Epstein drop was an absolute mess.
This is a Fox News alert. The Epstein files have been released.
Jeffrey Epstein's contact list is making headlines again. The Attorney General of the United States, Pam Bondi's Justice Department, released over 100 pages from his address book featuring names like Mick Jagger and Alec Baldwin. Most names were already known.
So they have been anticipated with great fanfare, but the Justice Department's release of the Epstein files failing to live up to the hype thus far, with really a lack of any bombshells being made public.
The Justice Department releasing some documents connected to the notorious sex trafficker, but now Attorney General Pam Bondi is accusing the FBI of withholding documents.
Attorney General Pam Bondi wanted the FBI to deliver the full and complete Epstein files by 8 a.m. today. They missed the deadline, right? What's going on?
The media firestorm was so bad, it had conservative commentators calling for Pam Bondi's resignation.
I got to keep it 100% with you guys. Pam Bondi, I think, at this point, unless she unrolls significant video evidence today, should probably step down.
There is that old expression that a decision that upsets both parties equally is probably the right decision. Sometimes a decision that upsets both parties equally is just the wrong decision. In this particular case,
I think this was the wrong decision.
All right, man, so what's really the deal with these Epstein files? Are we getting the runaround from the Trump team, or is there something else going on in the background here? Well, it turns out that none of the influencers that went there and got these binders knew that they would be receiving this when they went. The meeting was supposed to be about the White House's new press strategy.
So everything was about, here's a new media strategy, and there were people from the Federalists that were covering other things, and then there were a few of us who were in one room because you can only have so many people. And so we go there to take our phones. They claim it's a secure room, whatever. No phones. We get briefings from everybody. I can't say who, but from everybody. It was on background, which a lot of people who don't have any journalistic ethics like, well, wait, why did you wait 3 hours? Well, because it was an embargo. It's called an embargo. There's a reason people talk to me and not the people that are going after me, because it's an embargo. An embargo means you can smear me for 3 hours and there's nothing that I can do to defend myself. But that's the honor. That's honor system. So no phones. Great day. Trump ends up, we got the challenge coins. Trump, we weren't really supposed to meet Trump. You know how it is in the White House. Trump world, chaotic, right? And they're just like, oh, here's Trump. Oh, here's these guys. And the whole point of the meeting was that we want Timcast, we want the Federalists, we want Breitbart, we want Rob Smith. We want people covering the media alongside the New York Times, because the New York Times and WACA is spreading a hoax that, only pro-Trump people are going to be allowed. That's just an abject lie. As you can see if you're there, they're just saying that, no, these other people that you excluded with your cartel-like behavior can't be excluded anymore.
So the entire meeting was about the new press strategy. They're taking notes, they're thinking, hey, we're getting ready to leave, and instead they're presented with the Epstein files.
Super hyped. And then I can't say who, but you could guess who, because again, it's on background, which means I can't say who the person was, but we get the big box of stuff comes in. Binders, Epstein files, right? Like, oh, that's interesting. They brief us and they go, hey, don't overhype this. Here's what's going on. We thought we had all the files we needed, but we found out that there's been stonewalling and destruction of evidence. So here's a letter to Kash Patel. The story is the letter. The files we're giving you because we want to show like, hey, we're doing what we can do.
You guys remember that letter? Before I came into office, I requested the full and complete files related to Jeffrey Epstein. In response, I received approximately 200 pages. She goes on to say she's not blaming Kash Patel for this, and that she's expecting Kash Patel to start an investigation and figure out exactly where the rest of the files were. Kash Patel ended up responding. You know, it's filled with the jargon. FBI is entering a new era, defined by integrity, but he's basically saying, gotcha, Pam, I'm on it. We're going to find the documents. So actually the entire drop was supposed to be the revelation that the FBI had been stonewalling, but that letter got leaked during the embargo period. See, in reality, in my opinion, the media, the legacy media, sees the writing on the wall, and they see their own obsolescence staring them back in their face. No longer are they the ones that are getting the media packages that are following the embargoes, and so they took their opportunity. They smelled blood in the water and they pounced.
I wonder why Donald Trump wouldn't want the Epstein files being made public. I mean, here he is in 1992 dancing and leering at women with his buddy Jeffrey Epstein at Mar-a-Lago. In 2002, Donald Trump said Jeffrey Epstein is, and I quote him here, a terrific guy. It is even said he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. I wonder why Donald Trump wouldn't want the Epstein files to be made public. Thing is, many members of Trump's base do. The Republican House Oversight Committee sent multiple letters to Attorney General Pam Bondi demanding the Epstein files be released. Bondi then went on an apology tour to Fox News, promising the documents would be released imminently. Today, the White House made a big show of handing a bunch of conservative influencers binders labeled the Epstein Files, Phase 1. But the whole stunt was a bust.
What's interesting is we're all waiting for bombshells, we're all waiting for juicy stuff, and that's not what's in this binder. That's not what's in this binder at all.
It is the biggest disappointment I think that you'll find. I encourage you to do your own homework on this. It's mostly procedural jargon, Glenn, heavily redacted.
Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna, the Florida Republican leading this charge, said of the binders, all caps, "This is not what we or the American people asked for, and a complete disappointment."
Like a bunch of sharks, they took their chance to completely manipulate the narrative, when in reality, the entire message from the Justice Department and the White House was supposed to be,
we're doing what we can do. Don't overhype them, downplay expectations, but the letter was the big story. Embargo's till 3. Okay, great. So we have our meetings, we go into the Oval Office. Everybody's like super hyped up now because Trump's in there. We leave the Oval Office after taking our pictures and getting our coins and our markers and everything. So we're walking down from the West Wing, and then I felt like I was walking into a firing squad.
And what he means by that is none of them expected the reporters and the camera crews to be outside the door that the White House led them through. So they were all caught by surprise. You can see right here, they're walking. They didn't really expect it. You know, here they are. They're like, oh, what's this? What's this? They're turning around. Oh, we're supposed to get a picture taken. If you like hanging out and talking politics, hit that like and subscribe button. Share the video with someone you know. Let's build a community, man. I love this stuff. I'm really interested to know, how do you guys interpret this whole media fiasco, and what do you think it represents? But for me personally, this is what I think. I think the entire thing was supposed to be a giant PR stunt to say, hey, we're fighting for you, but we gotta fight all of this resistance within the government while we weed out the swamp in this bureaucracy and get rid of them and replace them. And I think the media saw that, and they saw written on the wall their own obsolescence, especially the way this was handled in the meeting regarding the whole new media way they're going to handle things in the White House, as well as the fact that they got rid of the original association that's designed to handle the press corps, and now they're just doing it directly. And I think they took an opportunity to reduce confidence in our current administration and try to sow seeds of doubt and maybe some dissent among the conservative community. You guys rock. I appreciate you. I'll see you on the next one.